I thought, what could we do that's a little different today? And my Google Calendar just came up sideways. What's it say? I know it says I have my Botox shots tomorrow. Ugh, that's what it's reminded me of. If y'all don't know, I have this neurological thing that causes my eyes to close, and every 10 weeks I have to drive down to the big city and get Botox shots around my eyes to keep them open. So the reason I only said big cities because I don't want to give away one of these answers if you don't know it. I'm doing a how well do you know me quiz, and I might have a little prize for the winner. I haven't decided. We'll see. It might be too easy a questions, and if I got like 10 winners, I'm probably not going to do a prize. So we'll see how you do, and then I'll decide if I'm going to do a little prize or not. Right. How well do you know me? Some of these are really easy if you've been paying attention. Some maybe not so much. Most of them I think are pretty easy if you're one of my long-time viewers. Because I a lot, so you probably know all these answers. How old am I? I'm going to go through these. Oh, wait a minute. Go get a pencil and paper. Pause me. Shh. Go get a pencil and paper. Write these down so you can go back and see how well you did. So, pause. Get your pencil and paper. Pen and paper. I'm a pen girl. Are you a pen girl or a pencil girl? I can very seldom find a pencil. I much prefer pens. All right. Am I back on? Did you go get your pencil and paper? Because there's 10 of these. So you have to write down your answers 1 through 10 and then see how well you did. And then post below how well you did. And we'll see if anybody can get all 10. Shouldn't be that hard. They're not that hard of questions if you've been watching me a while. Okay, number 1, how old am I? I am going to go back and give you the answers afterwards, of course. How many kids do I have? How many grandkids do I have? Sorry. Still got that cough. Where do I live? You don't have to say city, just what state do I live in. That's why I didn't say what big city I was going to, because I didn't want to give this one away. Because if I told you what city my doctor's in, that would give away the state. Number 5, what other country did I live in? What's my current favorite eyeshadow color? I talk about it a lot, so hopefully you'll know that one. What critters do I have? I don't have to say how many of each, but just what kind of animals do I have? Am I a sweater girl or a sweatshirt girl? Number 9, name 3 things I do on my YouTube channel. One of them's a gimme. Think you can figure out one of them. Okay, this is one that's probably going to trip people up. And no fair going back and looking, and you just have to know this stuff. You can't go back and look at my About Me or whatever and figure it out. You have to know how. Of course, on the About Me, it says when I joined YouTube. It doesn't say when I started a channel. So that won't help to go back and look, because it gives you the wrong answer. But how old is my YouTube channel? All right. Oh, I forgot to tell you while we're waiting for you to get done writing everything down. I have a raspberry and honey infused mask. It's all in Korean. So I don't know the brand. Oh, it does have the brand down here. Goodall. Goodal. Oops. Come on. Goodall is the brand. Because I just saw this stuff up at the top and I'm like, I don't know what the brand is, but can't really smell the raspberry or the honey, but my sniffer's not the best. One time I went to an ENT for an ear infection. And I asked him, because I can't smell stuff very good. And I asked him, was that just old age or what? Sorry. So much drainage in the mornings. Is that old age or what is that? And he's like, well, it can be several things. It can be a tumor, up in your nose or whatever, which I didn't have. I forget, there was two other ones that it could be. And then he said sometimes a virus will make it so you can't smell. And this was way before COVID. And he's like, since you don't have any of those other things, I think that's what you've got. Sometime you didn't even realize that you got a virus and it made it so you can't smell. So way before COVID, I knew that could happen because it happened to me. So stuff doesn't taste as good sometimes because I can't smell. My dad was deaf in one ear and didn't have a sense of smell either. So he liked textures and, really sweet or really salty or like when I was a kid, we always had ice cream in the house. And back in my day, that didn't happen. Ice cream was a special treat, but he liked ice cream because it had a texture, the smooth texture. So ice cream was never a big treat to me because we always had it growing up. And I don't eat it much now because of the dairy content, I can't do a lot of dairy. Alrighty, are you ready to see how you did? Okay, how old am I? I'm 72. Just turned 72 in November. I was going to do what I started to do before I thought of doing this. I was starting to do like all about me, like where I was born, where I've lived, and I realized if I do too much of that, that lets, identity thief people know things that you don't really want them to know. So I decided not to do that. Oh, I should have done a question I didn't do. What's my favorite animal? So how old am I? 72. How many kids do I have? I have two sons. One I live with and he's like a computer guy. And the other one's he lives about 100 miles away and he's a firefighter. How many grandkids do I have? I have 3 girls and a boy. The 2 girls are pretty much the same age, couple months apart. And they're both off in college, second year of college. And then I have another granddaughter with the firefighter. He's got another daughter who's 17. And then my grandson that I live with is 16. Where do I live? Just what state was fine. I live in Texas. I've mentioned that many times, so you probably all know that. What other country did I live in? I lived in Japan for 4 years. Loved it there. I'd love to go back someday, but probably won't happen because it's a really, really, really long flight, and I can't really take long airplane flights because I have a clotting disorder. So, people with normal bodies can get blood clots on long plane flights, so don't really think I should be doing that. So what's my current favorite eyeshadow color? I talk about this a lot too. Purple. Love purple to wear, purple eyeshadow. I think people with brown eyes look good with kind of easy for me to say, contrasting colors like like people with blue eyes look good with like neutrals, and people with brown eyes I think look good in purples and blues. What critters do I have? You don't have to have the numbers, but I'll give you the numbers. I have 3 dogs, small, medium, and large. We have six donkeys. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 donkeys. I had to count, and a cow, and about, I don't know, it's hard to count the chickens. About 15 chickens. We used to have about 30, but they've died or gotten killed by critters or whatever. So we have about 15 now. So that's what I have. So you don't have to name the numbers, just the animals. And so it's dogs, donkeys, a cow, and chickens. And we got a couple goldfish, but those don't really count. They're my grandsons, and I wouldn't count those. Besides, I've never talked about them, so there's no way you would know. I've talked about the rest of them, even put clips of them up and stuff. Let's see. Am I a sweater girl or a sweatshirt girl? I've talked about this before, too. Don't wear sweatshirts hardly ever. I'm definitely a sweater girl. Name 3 things I do on my YouTube channel. Well, there's lots of things you could put. You could put Mask Monday. That's a givey. I do giveaways. I do Fun Facts Friday. I do taste tests sometimes. I do craft stuff sometimes. I do cooking sometimes. But my main thing I do is subscription boxes. So there's lots of things to choose from. Plus, there's probably some others I haven't thought of that you know. I'm pretty lenient on that one. So, and this one's the hardest one that you may or may not know. How long have I had my YouTube channel? It was 3 years in September. So a little over 3 years. So there's the 10 questions. How'd you do? Let me know. Did anybody get all 10? I bet somebody did. We'll see. So I'm going to give it, let's see, today's Monday. I'll give it till Friday for you all to put your guesses in, and then I'll figure out how many people, who had the most and how many people had the most, and decide then if I want to do a little giveaway, because I can't afford, of course, if you're like 20 of you got 10 right, I can't afford to give away to 20 people. But maybe we could have I don't know, if there's a bunch of people that got the same amount, maybe we could do a little extra points quiz or something. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. It's all about me, so how bad could it be? It's been 14 minutes. I'm supposed to have this on 15 to 20, so we're close. I don't know, it feels okay. It's not really heavily saturated. It doesn't have a strong scent at all. What do I have coming up? We got to fill up another minute before I take this off. Stitch Fix sent me a preview thing like they do now, and I didn't want any of them. So I asked for them to send me another preview. Excuse me. Oh, I know that sounds gross. So I'm going to get a Stitch Fix soon. What they sent me was, I don't know, I talked about this in another video, I don't know, probably repeats, probably all heard it all. They sent me it was a striped, long sleeved, just t-shirty kind of, that, I'm sure it was soft and nice and everything, but it was $98. There's no way I'm ever paying $98 for a top. It's just not happening. Then there was another top that was $108, and I didn't even like it. I thought it was ugly. And then there was a brown one, which I don't look good in brown, and a pair of pants that I liked, but they were $88. They were like this color. And I kind of like stretchy colored jeans, but I didn't really want to pay $88 for it, so. And then there was an off-the-shoulder top, and I'm kind of, the whole cold shoulder thing, I'm kind of over that. And I don't know, it's just all stuff like that was all just like, not me. So we'll see what they come up with. So I have a Stitch Fix coming soon, and that always seems to be everybody's favorite. I always get the most views on Stitch Fixes. And it's almost the first of the month. So in the beginning of the month, I usually get a Luxury Diva box. I've gotten all my subscription boxes for January, but today's January 31st, so, you would think that I would. So I don't know what I'll have coming up, but it'll be fun. Stick around. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you haven't ever watched me before and you wanted to guess on those, it'd be funny to see how close you got on your guesses. So if you don't know me at all and took this quiz, let me know how you did on just guessing. Like my age, how old am I? I look really old with no makeup on. I look really old anyway because I am old, but look particularly old with no makeup on. All right, rub this in, put some on the neck, put it on the hands. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go put some makeup on. This is the real me with no makeup on. Look much better with makeup on. All right, I will see you all real soon, and let me know how you did, and let me know if you thought this was fun.